I just got back from seeing Tag, and I'll give you my non-spoiler review right after this. Hi folks, welcome back to Pop Pop Fizzle. I'm Jeff. Normally I'm joined by my wife Heidi. She actually had to work tonight, so I was on my own when I went to the local theater to see Tag. Now, Tag has been in theaters for a few weeks now, I believe, a few weekends, and I just hadn't had a chance to go and see it. I was definitely interested, but it wasn't at the top of my list of things to rush out and see. So tonight was the first night I got to run out and go catch it. And I really wish that I had done so with Heidi, because it really felt like kind of a date movie to me. Not because it was particularly romantic, but just because, you know, it's good to laugh together. And Heidi always loves to laugh and loves a good comedy. And I found myself laughing quite a bit at this movie. Now, was it the funniest thing I've ever seen? No. But I think it had its heart in the right place. A little raunchier than I typically like my comedies, but not to the extreme. So, I don't know. I had a good time with it. So, basically, if you've seen the trailers, you understand the basic premise, which is that a group of grown men have been playing the same game of tag for 30 years, and since they were kids, and it's kind of how they keep in touch with each other, but it's also how they stay young, in their minds at least. It keeps them young at heart to continue playing the game. It's got a great cast. Jon Hamm, Jake Johnson, you've got Hannibal Buress is in there, Rashida Jones, just tons of stars in this film. And then, of course, Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, plays the guy that nobody can tag. And so they, and all that's in the trailer, so none of that's a spoiler. But a good, solid cast. Ed Helms is in there as well. Isla Fisher is in there. I believe it's Isla. If it's Isla, then I terribly mispronounced it, but I think it's Isla Fisher. So a great cast, and I really felt like they had solid chemistry. Like I really bought into the fact that they had known each other since they were kids, so that was nice. I always liked Jake Johnson and everything. I liked his character in this. I like sort of the relationships between each of them. Each of the characters was kind of defined. It's hard in a comedy not to make characters caricatures, and I feel like they did that a little bit with this film. I'm not going to go into those details because I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't think that hurts in a comedy. In a comedy, you kind of have to know who your characters are and understand the dynamics quickly to move into the story itself. And so I felt like, you know, they gave us an introduction for each character. We got to know who they are and what they're about, and then right on into the main thrust of the film, which is, again, this game of tag that's been going for so long. It is based loosely on a true story. So I think they took the premise of what happened in real life, this never-ending game of tag, and they took a few elements, golf cart chases and stuff like that, and moved it into the film. But and then actually at the end of this film, it's not a spoiler, but at the end of the film, during the credits, you get to see a little bit of the real life guys that played this game of tag. So that was kind of cool. The movie itself, again, this is not one of the kind of things that we need to have a spoiler discussion about, because it's not a deep movie that we need to unpack. It's just a fun movie. And I got, like I said, quite a few laughs. Some of it was just the chemistry between the guys. Some of it was usually not the big jokes, not the big things that were intended for the laugh, not the big slapsticky moments, but just sort of the small character bits and beats in the story. I really tended to like that. So the way that we tend to rate things here on Pop Pop Fizzle is, if something is not worth your time, then it's a fizzle. If something is good and we think you should see it, but you know, you don't have to rush out and see it on the big screen, then that's a pop. And if we really like something and we really feel like you should just stop what you're doing, rush out and go see it in the theater, then it's a double pop. For me, this film is a pop, but I want to sort of frame that a little for you. It's a pop because I do think it's an enjoyable film, and I think that you would probably have a good time with it if you saw it, but I don't think it needs to be seen on the big screen. Nothing about it screamed big screen to me. I think I would have laughed just as hard and enjoyed it just as much as if I had caught it on Netflix or picked it up at Redbox, neither of those sponsors. But I tend to think that way of most comedies. Very few comedies, I think, need the big screen treatment. And that's just me. You may feel differently. And in a summer like this, where there are so many big movies, there are just a few breaths kind of between the big blockbuster movies. And I think Tag is a good film if you've seen some of those blockbusters and you need something else for a date night, or you just, you've got some hours to kill, you want to hang out with some friends or whatever. I think Tag could be a great way to spend some time, spend a couple of hours at the theater and just have a good time. I don't think you have to see it on the big screen, but I think you'd enjoy it. So for me, that lands it right in the middle. That's a pop, and I definitely would recommend seeing it. I just don't think it has to be seen on the big screen unless you're looking for some alternative programming between those summer blockbusters. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I want to know what yours are. Have you seen Tag already? If so, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. And if you haven't, does the review help you make a decision? Do you like to see comedies on the big screen, or do you tend to wait for those to hit Netflix or Redbox or something? Anyway, that's it for my review, and I look forward to seeing your comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. We've added a few new people into the mix, so we appreciate the fact that you've come on board and subscribed. It really means a lot to us. If you're already subscribed, be sure you hit that bell icon so you can be notified the next time we drop a video. Until next time, folks. Bye.